We've all heard the expression waste not, want not. I think it should be added another expression to be familiar with. Let's talk about this back in a second. Love helping you keep some more of that good old hard earned money. I really don't like us throwing our hard earned money in the garbage can. I'd rather us save it. I'd rather us designate it to really good other things than just wasting it, just saying. And I'd love for you to build some wealth while you're at it too. We start small with the training wheels, but then we graduate to bigger things. Okay. How you doing today? Hope that this audio video, as always, finds you doing well. Oftentimes we've heard growing up, probably, or even if you didn't hear it growing up, you might have heard someone else say this expression: waste not, want not. Well, we could replace it or add another phrase to it. So I thought about this earlier today. How about get not, do not, or something like that? Or buy not, don't get, something like that. Somebody, I'm going to count on you to replace those four words. Instead of, we focus on wasting not, which is a great thing, don't get me wrong. But if we don't get that thing in the first place, there's no chance for it to get wasted because we didn't get it. Okay. Let's talk about this on a different level. Okay. Let's suppose that some places orange juice can be, let's say, pretty high, like $5 or $6. I've even ventured to see it in some places, with all these organics and all this and that, much higher than that. And I never thought the day would come that orange juice would be a luxury item. that's that's a sad day, but it is. I'm just saying, using this as an example. Okay, I'm not saying don't buy it. You have your own budget, you figure out your own stuff. But let's just use this as the example by eliminating that one thing from your grocery bill. Let's say that you are spending $6 a week on that. $6 a calendar month. Let's just say divide the month, let's say times it rather by four. That's about 24, 25 bucks just on juice. Multiply that by 10 months, $250. Add another 50, $300 a year on juice. Now, listen, let's be honest. The prices, I don't see anything much going downhill on price other than the eggs. And I know that you can be very careful, and we live with the rule of half, which is very helpful. But I think the time has come in our efforts to cut back to literally examine our habits and examine our specific grocery items that we are just so familiar with. Here's the question of this day, is there an item that you would have no problem cutting down on? For example, let's say you love that once a week $6 juice. Is there any way, instead of buying it every single week, maybe just buying it twice a month? Because you want to meet the prices. The prices are there. I'm right. I know we're right. We have to do something about it. This is where being a frugal person comes in very, very handy. Now, I personally, Janet, have no problem watering down juice. Me, Janet, no. So, for example, I could buy that one thing of juice. I could make that stretch couple weeks. Okay, so many times normally I keep real oranges in the house, the apartment, and I could stretch it with a little bit of water and some real oranges, or just drink orange flavored water. Like if I really am adamant about saving that $25. For some people, $25, people like think, well, what's $25? But there are some people who have to make 25 bucks last the entire week. on their groceries. So let's think about this for a second. The $25 you might save on orange juice for a month could be somebody's groceries for an entire week. I'm just saying, just saying. Sometimes we don't think. We don't think. Also, I've noticed now, to me, everybody's different, everybody's taste is different, but I'm going to mention it just for argument's sake. That liquid creamer, to me, that's a luxury item. Okay, that liquid creamer, number one, it's extraordinary. For me, Janet, everybody's different. For me, it is extremely sweet. Ooh, ooh, yuck. I personally do not care for extremely sweet food. Never did. Never did. Even as a child, like I'd be like the one that really was not the candy person. So I knew a few people like, can I have your candy, John? I was like, yeah, go ahead. Honestly, I don't care for extremely sweet food. So once or twice when I've ever tried that type of a creamer, the liquid one that's very sweet, I go, ugh, for me, way, way too much. Okay. But some people spend a lot of money week in and week out on that creamer. Ask yourself, can you cut it down? It's not really the healthiest. This is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Just saying, just saying. So to me, that's like a fluffery grocery item. Okay. It is not an essential. Sweet, creamy, ooey gooey. That is a fluffery grocery item. Okay. So let's say there's a single parent and they have a couple of kids. Is it not more important to pick up some more nutritious valued foods, for example, like macaroni and cheese? This fills up, kids eat it. Even if you get the toaster type of pizza, you're saving there. People that are trying to stretch their low incomes. So, yeah, I know some people need a sweet treat, get a little bit of a sweet treat. I get that. But let's say that the grown up wants to spend like $12 every grocery bill on sweet, sweet, ooey gooey coffee creamer. For a person that's in like really a serious, got to stretch their budget type of situation, to me, that is a fluffery item. Therefore, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to reduce my words on it, is this: don't purchase, especially if you're struggling. The fluffery items got to go. Those fluffery items. That type of thing is a fluffery item. What's a better choice? Well, if you like the idea of coffee creamer, because to keep it in, adjunct with your milk products, for example, I would just go for, let's say, a powdery version. Powdery versions are generally much less expensive. You get more bang for your buck. Try to get them on sale. And some of them are flavored, the powdery versions. You could even find some of those powdery versions in a smaller amount, at the dollar type store. So that way, like, if you're a grown up and you're drinking coffee, you don't want to completely eliminate all the good stuff that you enjoy. Then just, find something that's sort of kind of comparable in its place. Make do without the fluffery, or find a way to get that kind of fluffery as a reduction. It's like, for example, people that spend a ton of money on expensive cookies when they could still have their sweet tooth filled with a much less expensive cookie, because what they're really looking for is a bite of sugar. That's the way I feel about it. So there are ways and there are ways. What one single thing can you take out of just asking you to do this as a challenge? Is there one single thing this month that you could not buy that's a fluffery item and reduce your grocery bill? Just saying, just saying. I think we're all up for that challenge. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Have a good day.